came in town, we got to work with them, and within, I wanna say, 48 hours, they were district. And within that next 2-3 days, they got up to 9. Their efforts, along with their upline, James Tondalea, that pushed them to that double-digit recruiting, and they're one away from double-digit recruiting in less than 7 days in actual effort. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Trent and Bridget Hester. Say something real quick before we go. They just awesome.
Yeah.
Tell me, brother, how you feel? This is a truly blessing. You know, we're entrepreneurs. We're out of Austin, Texas. We travel a lot. We do business a lot. We have multiple businesses. This is my #1 team member right here. Yes, sir. I want to say hello to y'all. I don't know all y'all. We don't know all y'all. This is the perfect man. This is the perfect woman. Right? Mr. James, Mr. Tondalea, y'all perfect. Y'all been our support ever since we got it. It's been a couple of days. So we're just eager just to learn more, grab more, and seek more, and rise with everybody. That's what we're about. We're team play. From here on out, y'all have the Hester team. Team Prestige.
I'm not the speaker, but I'm learning to be the speaker. This guy got me into this additional business, so I was like, okay, we can't stop. We got to keep on going. It was just a part of the extra mold we were putting together for our lives. Adding this business is going to add more stability for us, our family, our children, our grandchildren, and their children. So we're looking at this as a way to build a legacy for our family. And what more better way than to go through this organization. So I want to thank everybody, thank Kevin, thank Ebony, because I was like, how am I going to do this, Lord? You done added something that's on my plate, but I do know that they say He will never put more on your plate than you can handle. And so I just want to thank God for one, for being able to be in this moment, and my husband for the support. I'm gonna let him go get the people, and I'm gonna sign them up. So, and we do have one of our team members here that just ran up and became district or senior rep, and our brother Dana out of Austin, which he lives here in the area. So I want to say thank you for being here for us.
That's it? Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
We don't know each other yet, but we family. We will be. Hey. So isn't that awesome?
Yes, yes.
Those are district promotions. I know Zoom, and I know some of you. I was like, man, they got any more promotions? Like, man, I can't wait until it's a day where the whole meeting is just promotion. Right? That means we're doing something right. We'll just promote everybody for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and we'll give coach the last 45 minutes, and we're going to go home. That's what the meeting's supposed to be all about. How many people you got moving? And so with promotions being in motion now, when you start promoting districts, guess what? You start making some divisions. You need a division. In order to go district, division, you need a district. And in order to go regional leader, you need 3 districts. In order to go RVP, you need 6 districts. So the key is to find those red cars that Ebony was talking about, those district leaders. And so I got 2 division leader promotions that we need to do. And then we'll get Coach up here. So help me. I'm so proud of this couple. You've already heard from them. They not only went district last month, but they went division in the same month because they're growing. I believe they'll go regional leader this month.
Yes.
I believe they'll go over there.
that this is how the business works. I got a friend that's associated with the history. And this is how we met. I never knew him, right? This is how it works. You gotta get three to get three to get three. That's how it works. I don't even know him, but they helping us move up. That's all I can say. That's how it works. You don't gotta know nothing in the business. All you need to know is three. And trust your field trainers. That's it. And it will get you this.
Thank God and all our family that came out to support.
Yes,
All right, guys. All right, and this is our last promotion. I'm excited. You know, they say all promotions were good, so please don't take this wrong, but the best for last, this attitude of hers is incredible. Man, as we all know, working with her literally for 2 days last month, at the end of the month. I think it was Easter, didn't we start? I know we did all your stuff on Easter with you and Jason, Julie. But it was at the end of the month. She had 2 days to make it happen. She was 2 districts. Julie and Jason were part of Denise's team, and they both got their district promotions at the end of last month. And then she didn't lay down. She went out there, you know, man, knowing what her coaches were up against. She went out there and like calls every day. Like she's that tennis player. I always talk about 5 different types of tennis players, but she's the one at the net ready to shove the ball down your throat. Right? That's who she is. So help me promote to division leader, the one and only, the great Denise Jackson.
Before the month transition, he was adamant about getting Denise to division. And then when everything happened, and Denise was like, oh, can I use your word?
You sure can.
Okay, Denise was like, oh, hell no, I really gotta do it now. So Denise and I, we have been friends, we have been co-workers for over 10 years. We are business partners, and throughout this hard process, she has become a sister. She's been by my side. She calls me every day, sometimes all day. If I don't answer, if she texts me and I don't respond, she calling me. Like, Deidre, are you okay? Are you okay? Or, yeah, like, what's up with you, Deidre? I haven't seen you on Facebook. I haven't seen you on social media. Or you're not responding to me. So I am so excited for Denise, and she most definitely wants to get out there today. Oh. I am so proud of Denise, and Lamont will be very, very proud.
You know, I feel like we're at church, you know, because at the end of the day, first, if it, like the lead said, if it wasn't for God, we wouldn't be where we are right now. I'm talking about just waking up and, you know, being able for that next day, for that whole day to have a chance to do it all over again. You can't worry about yesterday ain't coming back. So I want to say thank you to God, Bill, our whole hierarchy, and to Art, who opened the door for us. So, and I want to thank my team, especially in DFBB. Y'all see I'm nervous. Lamont's not here with us, but that was my go-to. And Detroit, just because he's not here, that don't mean I'm not going to stay here till 5 o'clock with you on Saturdays, but I'm staying. We usually be like when the last people's leaving the party here on Saturdays. So I got to keep that going. I am on my way to, my goal is RVP within the next 6 to 12 months. How am I get there? focus on the DDRs. And I gotta get that one so that I can turn that one into 3. Teach that female or male to what I'm doing so that they can multiply as well, because it's all about multiplication. And always, like Bill says, stay money motivated. You know, because first of all, like I wrote here, it's all about the money first of all. And I learned how, if I'm not getting the money for myself, how am I gonna get it for my family or give somebody else the opportunity to do the same thing? So, we just gotta, you know, stay money motivated. I know some people say, well, money ain't everything. Okay, lose your home. Say it again. Can't feed your kids and see what happens. So I'm ready to rock and roll, you guys. And like I said, with God first though, we gotta know that all things are possible. All things are possible. That's it.
All righty. So, sitting down, good. Hadn't this been good?
Yes, yes.
So, yeah, give it up for all them again. I asked one young lady, you know, obviously, Denise just said that, you know, her goal is to be an RVP in the next 6 to 12 months, right? Our job here, the whole reason I'm putting this meeting on is because I'm building RVPs, right? And that starts with promoting districts. So with all these promotions, all that purple, y'all look around, we're doing it right. So second quarter, at the end of this quarter, when we do this again, man, we need everybody back here to be in cap and gown and ready to graduate. So we got new districts coming out of here. But I asked Zenobia to come up and share a couple words. This is another powerhouse, you know, that is in Team DFBB. I'm excited about her, and I'm working with her and Denise very closely to become the first RVPs out of DFBB. So we can get, you know, we can get Harditra to SVP. Yeah. And so, without further ado, Zenobia, would you come up, drop some knowledge on us, and then we'll get further and further.
I want to be a RVP, not just for me, but for my grandchildren. I don't even have grandchildren yet.
That's right.
But there's a couple of things that stuck out at me since I've been in the company. I've been in here over a little bit over a year. First of all, we want to kill the wolves in our lives.
That's right. Wolf
Yep.
kill.
We want to be a wolf killer. The second thing is you don't want nobody with their thumb on you. So you shouldn't want anybody with their thumb on your grandkids or grandchildren to come. And so I feel like becoming an RVP, that's just a start. That's just a start. You know, that's the goal. But the ultimate goal is to become financially free. We spiritually free, some of us are physically free, but what about financially free? And I want to be able to get up and go as I please. I want my grandchildren to come in saying, I don't have to go to work if I don't want to go to work. There's a difference. We've had to do so much stuff for so long to where I'm just coming to realize I don't have to do anything that I don't want to do, but I need to do everything that I want to do. And so that's my goal, to be financially free. A lot of people may not understand our relationship. My dad's name is actually James Watkins, who actually passed. So it's no coincidence that God left me another James Watkins. Okay? Wow. But I couldn't say this and not do anything this without God, without my coach, Perditra, Lamont, God rest his soul, God rest his soul. But the legacy carries on, and that's the good thing about this business. It carries on. It doesn't just stay in one place, and that's my goal, is to carry this legacy on.
Yep.
That was good.
Yes, it is.
So listen, at every new level, in church you say it this way, at every new level there's a new devil.
Yeah.
So, you know, at every level, there's gonna be challenges. So you say, man, we just promoted districts. Now I wanna go to division. Now I wanna go to regional. I wanna go RVP, SVP, NSD, SNSD. At each level, you're gonna have challenges. And so I want you to watch a video, about a 2-minute video real quick, just on getting your mindset right, and then we're gonna bring up the great Bill Orender. Go ahead, Don. I'm gonna have to give him another plaque. I saw how I came up with that plaque, and we got music. Man, he said the sound system wasn't working. I recognized and gave him a plaque. He went back there. So, let me see. I got another award for him. Okay, here we go.
Do preseason and then it'll be okay. I just gotta get
Start
through.
from the beginning.
Like with Shay a couple days ago, and one of the things we talked about was how we all wait in life for things to get easier. Think in your own life if you waited for something to get easier. Oh, I just gotta get through this and then it'll be easy. I just gotta get through preseason and then it'll be okay. I just gotta get through my junior year of high school and then the classes are gonna get easier. Or I just gotta get to my spring, my senior year of college, it's gonna be easier. It's what we do, we wait for stuff to get easier. It will never get easier. What happens is you handle hard better. That's what happens. Most people think that it's going to get easier. Life is going to get easier. Basketball is going to get easier. School's going to get easier. It never gets easier. What happens is you become someone that handles hard stuff better. So that's a mental shift that has to occur in each of your brains. It has to. Because if you go around waiting for stuff to get easier in life, it's never going to happen. And then what happens? Oh, it's so hard. Oh, I can't do it. Oh, this, I don't know, when is it going to be easy for me? Oh, it's easy for other people. It's not. It's hard. And the second we see you handling stuff, handling hard better, what are we going to do? We're going to make it hard. We're going to make it hard. Because we're preparing for you for when you leave here. Not just basketball and life. And if you think life, when you leave college, is going to be all of a sudden get easy because you graduated and you got a Duke degree, it's not going to get easier. It's going to get harder. So make yourself a person that handles hard well. Not someone that's waiting for the easy. Because if you have a meaningful pursuit in life, it will never be easy. If you're trying to win a championship, if you're trying to have a family, ask your parents. Do you think it was ever easy for them to raise kids? Karen, is it easy? It's not. Any meaningful pursuit in life, if you want to be successful at it, it goes to the people that handle hard well. Those are the people that get the stuff they want. People that wait around for easy, you probably see them at the bus stop. They're waiting for the easy bus to come around. Easy bus never comes around. Got to handle hard. Okay, so don't get discouraged through this time. If it's hard, don't get discouraged. It's supposed to be. And don't wait for it to be easy. Oh, I just got to get through the summer. And then it'll all of a sudden get easy in the fall. No, it won't. It won't get easy in the fall. So make yourself someone that handles hard well. And then whatever comes at you, you're going to be great. You're going to be great, okay?
All right. So stand to your feet. I'm going to introduce our coach. Before he comes up, let me just say this. The thing that I admire so much, all my heroes are primarily people. You know, they are. I like football and I like all that. And I got guys, I didn't know them. I don't know them. They can't, definitely at 51, they can't teach me what they do. I'm too slow now and I can't do the run and get that ball. So I can't do what they do for a living. But the thing that I admire so much about, you know, all my Primerica heroes is, you know, they still in the game teaching us how to do it. And that founding group, which our coach is one of, they had it hard. We got it pretty easy in Primerica today. See, I like to say Primerica's not hard, you just soft. Right? And I mean, you know, we didn't have death threats and our tires getting slashed and our people breaking windows out of our things. And going out of business every other day and trying to figure out where our commission. I don't have to do none of that. We get paid daily. You know, we're more than stable, but because guys like Coach Bill, you know, we got an awesome opportunity. And so without a further ado, I want you to help me welcome the coach of coaches in this hierarchy, Orender champions. Give it up for SNSD, Bill Orender!
So I face.
I don't want to face that side of First, hearts are all broken for Perditra and his loss of Lamont, because when he left a big hole in our hearts and as well as our businesses. But he left an image of making something happen in your life and not just waiting for something to happen. We also lost a giant in our hierarchy, Jerry Ward. He's a $300,000, $350,000 a year earner, been with our company for 35 years. And he was an ex-pilot, a helicopter pilot, and not just a helicopter. This is one of these attack helicopters. And like you see in the movies, Black Hawk, I mean, they had armed to the teeth. And I asked Jerry one time, what do you like best about flying helicopter? He said, I love to blow things up. But and when people are in the military and they're in a war, he was in a war, he somehow, the chemicals they used for whatever, a lot of the guys end up getting something called ALS, which is Lou Gehrig's disease, where your body starts shutting down, and this is good, but everything else, and he ended up the last several years in a wheelchair, and we thought we'd have him forever, because he was still doing training every week, in a wheelchair, and because this never changed, but he was taken on Thursday morning, and so his wife Sherry, we're going to be having a memorial service on Zoom sometime in the next couple of weeks. His funeral is going to be a week from Monday. So think about Sherry in your prayers, and of course Perditra. It's good to see you here, Perditra, and your Primerica family. We're not going to give you just covered dishes and flowers. We're going to give you love for long, forever. And also today is Art Williams' birthday. People like I know Art, he doesn't need your prayers. His wife Angela needs your prayers. She's as tough as he didn't take any baloney from him at all. And I was just telling the folks today how our fun our company is. They're running a third book. It's going to be called Wish You Were There. Really the tough times of our company, to realize what we had to go through and how nasty it was to create the environment and the culture that you're enjoying today. But whenever you see a company, you say, they've been through bad stuff. And everyone says, oh, those rich people, they just got lucky. Bull crap. These are guys trying to take something from you. All the rich people, they're not paying their fair share. I paid $500,000. Last Monday, I wrote a check for $100,000 for taxes. You don't know what April 15th is, you're going to find out. And, they're always, because they're losers, they're always trying to bring down the people that are winners. You notice that? Losers always try to condemn winners. They're losers. They're no longer just people that have an opinion. It just goes loser, loser, loser. And, of course, Dallas Cowboys. We're not talking about that right now. Into the Super Bowl, we're not talking about Cowboys right now. By the way, you're a master barber. Yeah. Could you do anything with James and me? Any hope? Why are you laughing? Right? I mean, you're married, right? Who cares? Hair, who cares? All you people with nice hair like you, I mean, get a cut. What do you pay for your haircuts?
I'm sorry?
What do you pay for your haircuts?
My wife actually cuts my hair for me.
Mine costs more than $18 up over, and that's with tip. Anyway, this is really wonderful to see all these folks that have decided that they want to make their lives count and they're going to start making some money and move their lives forward. Because, you know, I'm going to be talking about my favorite subject. I'm a one-trick pony. I only have one talk. I keep giving it all the time. I'm here to tell you, you're here to make money and make lots of it. I make a pot full of money. Pot full of money. I got more money than Forrest Gump. And I came here to make money, and that's what our goal for you is. Why are you here? I'm here to make money for you. You want to make money? This is the place. Are you money motivated? Not really. This is not for you. Why would you want to be around here? And if that rubs you wrong, this is not for you. We got to go to a church meeting or something like that where they're not motivated by money. I was talking to the folks last night at a meeting on Zoom, and I said, when a pilot's in a plane flying, what's he doing? Think about it, what's he doing? What's he doing? He's making money. You think he's doing that for free? You go to a hospital, what's the nurse doing?
Making money.
When you go hear your preacher tomorrow at church, you know what? You stop to pay and stop preaching. So everybody, when you go to work on Monday, why are you going? To make money. Once we realize that and we cut away all the baloney, and we start realizing, let's get real. Let's have an adult conversation about something that's so vital in our lives called money. And why are we so afraid? Oh, afraid that we don't talk about money because it's not good to do. You're wrong. I think we got to start bringing up adult conversations with people because you're born in the money game, you're living in the money game, you're going to die in the money game. And most people don't want to talk about money. Why? Because they can't make any more. They just have a battle for it. And most people go through their lives trying to negotiate life financially. I remember before I found this company, or this company frankly found me, I'd given up on my dreams financially. Ever since I can remember, I've been money motivated. I've always been money motivated. You know why? Because my parents never had any money, and someone had to be money motivated. Because now I want to get anything. And so, at age 11, I started a paper route. I get up at 5 o'clock every morning. Sounds easy if you live in Dallas, but you live in Chicago, Illinois, South Side, middle of winter, 10 degrees, 40-mile-an-hour wind blowing. You'd live in a newspaper, so you can make yourself $20 a week. 7 days a week, 365 days a year. From age 11 to age 17, I delivered newspapers. Now, the reason I did that is because I liked money in my pocket, and I hated asking my parents for money. Hated it. I hated being taken care of, being dependent on someone else. You know, you talked, indeed, weren't these wonderful speakers this morning? You know, next time someone calls me and says, Bill, can you come to a school for us? They said, you don't want me, you want James. Didn't he knock it out of the park?
Yep.
I mean, he used to come in. Kevin, you speak wonderful, but Ebony, holy moly. Now, isn't that great story about the gold? Isn't that the truth? And by the way, where do we find our best people? From quitters. You know, people quit our business, but guess what? They always leave something good behind. Because every one of you, a lot of you are going to quit. But let me tell you, I promise you, you don't realize this, but you're going to leave behind a person that would be making you $100,000 a year for the rest of your life. And we want to thank you ahead of time. Did you come from somebody who quit?
Yes, sir.
Anybody here, raise your hand if you came from somebody who quit. All the rest of you will have come from somebody who quit. Why? It's not for them. It's not their thing. If you said to me, be an engineer, I'd quit on the spot. That's not my thing. But the point is, isn't that wonderful to know that you're here to make money. You're here, and we want to applaud you for making money. We want to encourage you to make money. And we've got a formula for you to make money. You know, I've got a guy, his name is Noah McQueen. He came to our company a year ago, last August, 2022. He got licensed in September. From last January to this, from last January to this January, he made over $300,000. His first full 12 months, January to January. And he's part-time.
Wow.
He's a helicopter pilot for the military. Why do you think he made $300,000? Anybody tell me? Pardon me? Helping people.
That's what he wanted to make.
Follow the system.
He wanted to.
That's it.
Right? Is that it? He wanted to make money. Why did he come here? To make money. Did he come here to help people? He wanted to make money by helping people. He didn't come here to help people. Why do you think the doctor said that? He loves making money. Preachers love helping people, right? But they love making money, and they thought, oh, I can help make money by helping people. In the book that's coming out, it'll probably be this fall, this new book, I talked about the crusade and the power of the crusade, and I say to people, the crusade is nothing without the power next to it of making money. You can have the crusade all you want, but if you can't make any money, you're going to fall off really quickly. You find out all the people, I love helping people. They're not here any longer. I love helping people. Why? Because I can make money doing it. And the more money I make, it's dependent upon how many people I help. The combination is incredible. You know, kind of like this guy. You know, I live out in about an hour and a half from here. I got my butt up at 5 o'clock this morning to come here. And that rain, I mean, it was coming this way. I was in the middle, it just followed me all the way. Torrential downpours. And we got a lot of horses out there, you know, and we actually could go to a restaurant and see guys with spurs on, and occasionally a guy with a pistol. They're a little conservative out there. And this guy's riding a horse, you know. He's just riding his horse. But for some reason, the cinch underneath the horse wasn't tight. So he's on his horse, and he slides over, and he's holding on for dear life to the saddle. Scares the horse, and he's running off. And he's underneath it, getting rocks in his face and coughing and spitting up dirt. And a prime American person comes alongside. Hey, yeah. You know, you change your life. You can make. You can have a legacy income. You can have a tremendous amount of RVPs. You know, you can have ownership. The guy said, I just want to get on top of my horse. That's where we are. We're in the business of helping you get on top of your horse financially. We want your financial struggles to get over with now, and it's got to start now. We've got so much success in our company with people that start, and within 90 days we're making $10,000 to $15,000 a month. And now you can poo-poo all that. Wonderful. You'll be on government subsidy one day. I just want to give you a point. I'm not going to be political. The reality is our government's got $35 trillion in debt. That I didn't get my agreement to. They just decided to get into debt. And what is inflation? Inflation isn't something that naturally happens. How does that happen? Inflation. Inflation is, instead of taxing you, the government prints up more money. There's more money in circulation, which makes the money that's already in circulation worth less. And that difference is called inflation. And so when you go to the grocery store and inflation's about 18% the last 3 years, oh, that's interesting. Nice number. You know what that means? Stuff that costs $200 now costs $236. And stuff that used to be able to buy for $200, now you really $164 is what you're really worth now. That's why houses are going up in cost exponentially. Cars are going up in cost exponentially. Food's going up exponentially. What's your plan to fight that? Those guys in Washington can't control themselves. By the way, I don't care who you vote for in November, you can't fix $36 trillion. The horse is out of that barn. The damage has been done. And they don't care. And they're spending, they're drunken sailors, right? And they have an excuse. Let the rich pay for it. There's not enough rich people. And you're mad at the rich people. They get you mad at the rich people. So you don't want to be one. Because people are mad at you. I gotta blame somebody. I couldn't be rich like my sister. All my life I heard my sister, let the rich pay for it. Let the rich, she was mad. Let the rich pay for it. Let the rich pay for it. She was a hairdresser. And then I invested correctly, and he started complaining one day. Man, I'm paying a lot of money in taxes. Yeah, you're one of those rich people. That's not fair. Now, they shouldn't be taxing me so much. You see the difference there? Yeah. Ain't that funny? How hypocritical people are when it comes to their money. Give help the poor, not my money. You know, the Bible is full of help the poor, take care of the poor. You know what the definition of poor is? Poor in spirit. Right. We think it's money. It's poor in spirit. Yeah. Because spiritually they're what? They're bankrupt. The point is we think it's the money. We got to give the poor the money. There's some people that need your help financially, but very few. Very, very few. So our goal here is to help you start making some money. I came into the company. I was so sick and tired of being broke. Now let's define broke. If you use credit cards, you're broke. Broke meaning what? It's not working. Right. It's broke. Broke means it's not working. If you have to use credit cards, like the way home using gas, now do I use credit cards? Yeah, the convenience. But it wasn't until 8 years ago that I started using credit cards. Till then it was cash here, cash there. Because I love cash. Why? Because they take it and it doesn't bounce. Without costing any interest. But think about this. Are you finally coming to an adult conversation with yourself? That I'm born in a money game, I'm living in a money game, I gotta win this money game. You're worried about the Cowboys winning when you're failing financially. You're worried about the Mavericks winning when you're losing financially. Now we keep talking about, guys get on TV, the politicians, economics of America, inflation's not that bad. This guy's got a government paycheck for the last 50 years. Never missed one paycheck. He doesn't know what price of milk cost. He didn't know what the price of bread cost. He doesn't have to. He gets his rent paid for, his house paid for, his car paid for. They got health insurance paid for. If you're a government worker, you're set for life financially. By the way, if you choose not to work for Primerica and change your life financially, go work for the federal government. Don't get a job. You are taken care of. They take care of their own. And who's paying for it? Do you know if you have a child with student loans, if you work for the federal government for 10 years, they pay off the student loans? Ain't that something? I didn't know that. Aren't you tired of nickel and diming life to death? Aren't you tired? Before I got in this business, here was my game plan to win the money game. Carol, you got to spend less money. That was my game plan. And she'd come back from the grocery store and say, let me see that. Bill, where are you spending the money? We're not made out of, money doesn't grow on trees. We're not made out of money. I would condemn her, hold her back to keep me from having to go out and make more money. Finally, she said, hey, I can't cut back anymore. You got to make more money. That's the message you got to get today. You can't cut back anymore. If you're using your credit cards, If you've got $15,000, $20,000 in credit card debt, I'm telling you folks, listen to me. The financial structure and economy of the United States and the cost of things, you're screwed. Forget that terminology, I don't know any other way to. You're screwed. And you can't control those people. Do you think housing prices are gonna go down? You think gas prices, wait till the election's over and watch what you see happen to gasoline. They've been holding that crap down. So what? You vote for people, right? Oh, prices aren't that bad. Guess what? And oil prices, gasoline prices, bread prices, rent. You can't afford a house. The average price in America right now in Dallas, Texas, you got to be making combined family income of $126,000 a year to be able to buy a house. You know what the down payment on that house is anymore? $90,000 down payment. So guess what? You're gonna not be. You're gonna have to rent your entire life. There's some people in this country, they've only rented their entire life. Never owned a house. Never owned a car. James, you own your own car? Yeah, I own my own car. I know people. Last 60 years, they've always had what? To borrow money from a. Well, how many people here own their own home? So you don't own any mortgage on it? You don't own it, the bank owns it, and you're making rental payments. And by the way, try not paying your property taxes and see who really owns it. Right? You're right.
That's real.
Ain't that something? How, again, aren't you tired of being underneath that horse financially? And it seems like the further you go, the worse it gets. You know, for the first time in American history, people think the next 5 years is going to be worse than any time in their life. Well, it's your hope, honestly, that the next 5 years are going to be better? You know what our answer is? Well, it can't be any worse. That doesn't make it any better. And I know some of you feel like you're victims. Somebody screwed you. Sometime down the road, somebody somehow, something screwed you. Probably did. That doesn't change anything. I got screwed. Okay, good. I'm a victim. Okay, good. Does that change anything? No. My boss took advantage of me, right? I work hard. I don't get paid. I just get 3% pay raises when inflation's 6 to 7%. That's taking what? A pay cut every year. Because the stuff keeps costing more and you're making less money. But see, there's a reason why that's happening. You're not fed up enough yet. You're not tired of it yet. You know, my dad was a 3-pack-a-day smoker. Lucky Strike. Unfiltered. As if it makes a difference. And one day he walked in and the doctor said, if you don't quit smoking, you'll be dead in 2 years. The pain point got big enough where he decided to quit. Ain't that something? You gotta quit being broke. Have you decided to quit being broke? Did you ever quit something? I'm not doing this anymore. Have you ever had a conversation with your wife or husband? We're gonna start making some money. Someone's gotta make some money here. I was listening to Rabbi Lackman today on a podcast. He said there's only one way you can win this money game that's been thrown at you that you had nothing to do with, right? Nothing to do with it. You're just a what? You're being used, right? Used, and the point is, you gotta make more money. Have you made up your mind, I'm gonna make more money? Well, go to your boss Monday morning and say, I need to make more money. And guess what? If I can find a computer to replace you, I will. Isn't that funny? Isn't that hilarious? We go to church, we say how wonderful Christians we are, and you gotta feel sorry for people. But yet, when you see a store closing, right? Guess what you say? Oh, you buy cheap stuff now. That guy gave us whole life savings. And you don't care about him. We pray for the unemployed, right? You ever pray for the unemployed? Do you ever pray, have a pastor say, let's pray for the business owners? No. You don't do that. Why? Because we buy their stuff cheap. We can't wait till their carcass is on the road and we can go in there and steal the stuff off the shelves cheap. Ain't that something? But let me tell you something. What is your financial goals in life? How bad do you want to have and accumulate money? I came here with the hunger to have money. I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. I did not want money controlling me. I didn't want these guys in Washington controlling me. I worked for a steel company, and my income was totally dependent on the steelworkers unions, what they can negotiate. And I couldn't make more money, even if I worked harder. I can't make any more money, but my expenses are going out of control. You know, I talk about inflation. What a joke. If you have a 10, 12, 14-year-old child, 8% inflation, what does that mean? I gotta buy them new shoes. I gotta put braces on their teeth. Guess what? I gotta get a tutor. And health insurance doesn't pay for everything. They want clothes. They want to be able to go on trips. Isn't it funny how every mission trip is to Europe? And then, why not to Alabama? They got heathens in Alabama. No, we're gonna go to, Slovakia. Because they don't have enough Bibles. It's always, we need more money. And your son says what? I want to play soccer. Okay, great. But I want to be part of the elite team. Right. Oh, that's about $4,000 a year after taxes. What's your, anybody want to share their car payment for me? Anybody want to just share that? Your car payment? $2,500 a month for how many cars?
That's just one.
And by the way, that's after taxes.
Yeah.
Got the point?
I was just asking the same
You understand now the adult conversation we gotta have?
Yeah.
If something's wrong and it's not working, what's insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Why do you want to go RVP? So you make a pot full of money. My first year as an RVP. First year. Who's a brand new RVP? Not yet an RVP. Any RVP? You know what I made my first year? $180,000. Why? Because I wanted it. If you didn't make $180,000 your first year in RVP, you didn't want to. That RVP contract is what? We had Noah McQueen, his first year as an RVP, made $300,000. My second year as an RVP, I made $240,000. My third year, I made $300,000. Why did I make $300,000? Because I wanted to. See, isn't it wonderful to be around an environment? You make what you want instead of I make what they can afford to pay me. Go to your boss Monday and say, listen, boss, tell me what I have to do here to make $200,000 a year. I'm ready. The frustration of not being able to bring more money in, and you have to rob Peter to pay Paul, have to spread your payments out. When you have to say, I can't make that payment this month, or make that payment next month. You know what James and my children have never heard? Never heard. We can't afford it. You ever say that to your children? See, once you see this, it becomes a lie. You're just what? Isn't it sad how we go through life negotiating it? Boy, if my wife can get a job, bring more money in. Why is your wife working? To bring more money in. Why? Why don't you go out and make more money? Oh, I can't make any more money. Isn't that something? Yeah. Well, maybe your son can get a paper route. Oh, I know what. That kid's going to have to get a scholarship. They have to work their butts off because they better work hard and work their butts off so they can get a scholarship because I can't make any more money. Wow. You ever hear the old adage? one woman can take care of 5 kids, but 5 kids can't take care of one woman as she ages. You know how many people? I saw this ad one time, said, we need pharmaceutical government money. I said, where are their kids? Let the government, people say, let the government pay for it. You know how many people are in ill health because they have to pay for it? They're not going to get help. If the insurance pays for it, they'll go get help.
Yeah.
See, they don't want to pay for anything. They want to say, it's free. I want it cheap. It's got to be free. And they go through life, negotiating life to make things cheaper or free. And they realize the cards are stacked against them because it's not supposed to be free. The question is this: are you sick and tired of being sick and tired of being broke? I heard this quote, I love it. It said, a healthy man wants 1,000 things. A sick man wants one. We understand that, ill health, right? What if that one thing was money? You're sick financially. What do? You sit there and take it, until anxiety, waking up in the middle of the night, sweat, cold, scared about money, losing their jobs. You know how many people have financial struggles and they owe people money and they keep using the credit cards and they keep borrowing money because that's the only way they know. You know how many people have financial arguments? You know, if the number one cause of divorce in America starts with financial issues, yet we're sick and we're unhealthy, but we don't think it can be fixed. America fixes that. You know, the whole world, God created business, right? This is from Rabbi Lappin, to force us to be good to one another. And the only way we make money is by bringing value to some other human being. Which means this: if you have a job and they're paying you money, you're bringing value in exchange for the money. And so business is nothing more than fixing other people's problems. So if you see an air conditioning truck going down the street, where's it going? To fix somebody's problem. Right? When you cut somebody's hair, you're fixing their problem. When you need clothing, guess what they're doing? Fixing your problem. So every problem needs a fixer. And people want you to fix their problems. In exchange, you make money. People have no insurance, that's a problem, we fix it. People have no retirement, that's a problem, we fix it. People have no money, that's a problem, we're fixers. You're fixing people's problem. You got to walk in the house. Now, if you take a look at America, drive down any street, do those people have financial problems? They're not paying their bills on time. They're using credit cards, having to take out student loans. Why are people taking out student loans? Because they don't want to work there. They know no other way to pay for their kids' college education. Let me ask you a question. You have a friend at church. Maybe you lost her husband, Parditra. What do you do for her? It's just not you, Parditra, but your friend at your church. What's she facing? What else is she facing? What else? How about grief? What do you do for her? What do you because you know people like that, right? What do you call up and do?
Pray for you.
Now you're making $20,000 a month. What would you do? That's what she really needs. Grief counseling at $180 an hour. You ready to sign up for to help? I want to help people. I'm a caring person. I want to help a grief-stricken widow. Well, really? You go in there paying her bills? You go in there and say, listen, you got to be struggling. Let me pay your electric bill. Let me pay your gas bill. I ain't doing that. Let me pay your counseling bill. Ain't that something?
Yeah.
We never think about helping somebody using our money because you don't have any. Or here's the worst one. Somebody should do something. That good one? I want to read worse. The government should do something. The rich people should do something. Then we feel good about ourselves. Oh, I feel good about it. I don't have to pay for it, but I feel good about myself thinking somebody should help her. Here's another bad one. I'm going to pray for you. Give me money? Oh, hell no, I ain't going to give any money. I ain't money. I'm worse off than you are. Folks, aren't we conning ourselves? Aren't we truly hypocrites when it comes to making money, having money, accumulating? You're born in a money game, you live in a money game, and we refuse to play the game. We want someone else to pay our bills. I love it when they call paying off student loans relief. Like these poor children took out a $200,000 student loan. We gotta give them some relief. They took out the student loan. What'd you pay for my mortgage too? And my car payment too? Because that'll give me some relief. Ain't that something? They buy votes. And we sucker into that thing. Yeah. Then we wonder why student loans prices are, by the way, they'll stick. If you're sending your kids to college, you're gonna be thinking twice about that. You know, the worst people on this planet sticking it to people are educators to make their money. You know what it costs to go to TCU? $65,000 a year. And plus, you gotta buy the books at $250, $300 a piece. That cannot be resold. Because the professors are making so much money. So we go, oh, they're good. Yeah, I mean, they're sticking it to people. The biggest crooks, universities. Because they're raising their prices 8% per year, knowing that, what? You're gonna take out the student loans and you won't even feel it till you're on down the road. Imagine you worked really hard to pay for your kid's college education, and your son comes home, I met a girl I love. Wonderful. How much student loan does she have? $150,000. Well, you know who's going to pay that off? Who? You! I married a girl, and within 18 months, 2 years, found out she had periodontal disease. $3,400 back then. I should have looked at her mouth. I thought I was doing. After practice. See, this is an adult conversation. Let me tell you why I came into primary. You want to know why? To make money. You know why I accumulate money? So my money makes money. You know why I recruit people? Because I can override people, and my income off myself starts going down as my override starts going up. At one point in my life in Primerica, 100% of my income was me, like it was for you. Then I kept my income the same. I kept making $40,000 a year off myself, but then I started making money off other people. But I kept my efforts going, Now I make more money outside Primerica than I do inside Primerica with my investments. Because the money I made, I invested. I have to be wealth conscious. There's a book out called Think and Grow Rich. Very, very specific. It says, unless you can build a white heat burning desire to make and accumulate money, you won't do it. I know this is boring you. You know why? We don't want to face this truth. Now, if we went to the doctor, he said, you don't have to live like this. You know that, don't you? There's some therapy for you. Like Rabbi Lapin said, if you break your leg at age 10, 12, do you want to live the rest of your life hobbling along on a leg that doesn't have to be that way? What would you do? You get it what? Fixed. Guess what you got to start doing? Getting your money, financial issues fixed. What's the therapy? Come to Primerica, start doing what James tells you to do. Our system tells you to do. You know, we got a guy named Noel McQueen, and he's that helicopter pilot. It's interesting. If you talk to him, you say, Noah, why are you so successful in Primerica? He said, because I'm a helicopter pilot. What's that got to do with anything? You see, when I go to fly helicopter, they give you a checklist. Right? Do this, do this, do this, do this, and you'll fly. If you have an emergency, they pull out another sheet. Do this, this, this. This is how you fix it. That's what James gave you this morning, a checklist. If you do everything on the checklist, you'll have the money we're making. You can't miss. Why? Because we made up the checklist. Here's what we did. If you do what we did, you'll have what we have. Now go to work Monday morning and ask your boss. Boss man. I'll take that word boss. Hey boss.
Hey, Bob.
Two things I wanted out of when I got into it. One was the Army. The other one was in an apartment. I hated living in an apartment. Why? Money down the drain. I love, my car is paid for, my house is paid for, I owe nobody anything, imagine nothing. I don't owe anybody anything. You know what's gonna happen next January? All hell's gonna break loose financially. Are you prepared? Every presidential election is great for that year of what? That year before. Why? Because they're trying to buy your votes. He'll fix all my financial problems if I vote for him, right? He'll come in, he'll take care of all this. He'll tax the rich and give it to me. How many people got a check? Are you prepared? Like Nick likes to say, hey, we're the ones telling you the bridge is out and you're going full speed. And the bridge is out. I'm telling you right now, it's going to get worse. It can't get any better. But we've got a solution. When you join a company, what's the first number you get from the company?
Solution number.
A solution number. Really, solution. What are you solving? Their financial problems. And what's their financial problem? They need more money. The financial problem was it when Virginia Carter recruited me, I became a client. They didn't fix any problems. Yeah, if I died, it would fix that problem. If I lived up, 65, solve that problem. But that wasn't my immediate problem. It's like this. A healthy man wants 1,000 things. A financially sick man wants one. I was a financially sick guy. I wanted out. I want to start making money. I remember I made $4,000 my first 6 weeks of license. Guess what I did? I didn't go in any family this. I didn't see my kids for 6 weeks. I didn't hardly kiss Carol. I just kissed goodbye for 6. Whoa! I thought you were a family man. But that's it. I was a money man. I was making money. Ask your husband or wife, you want me around or go out and make money? Go make money. If you have credit card debt 6 months from now, it's your choice. Broke is a choice. Struggling is a choice. Because now you know better. And the thing that we offer people is a way out of that hellhole. Look up the word if you're a dictionary person like me, hellhole. It's not a nice place. I would not. Remember, James, we were like a lot of these folks. How do you stand it? Like the guy that, did you ever go by a part of town and you say, how do people stand to live here? Did you ever do that? Mm-hmm. What do rich people say when they drive by your house? You're not a tree, you can move. Well, why don't they say, how do they stand living there? Because they're standing in it. Because they don't know about Primerica. They don't have any solutions. Do you understand? You have a solution to their problem. And that problem is what? I need money. I need money when? Now. That's why so many of our people are having success. Why? Because they want money now, especially women. Men can get away with crap. Give guys a 6-pack of beer and get him, a game on TV, he's fine. Guess who's responsible financially in most families? The woman. Because she's got to pay the bills. And he constantly yells at her to cut back. And she finally has to say, I can't cut back anymore. She's got to take care of the kids. You know why most people don't get treatment for their kids? Because it costs money. And if the insurance doesn't pay for it, or if the government doesn't pay for it, they don't tell you this at school. Some kids need help, called tutors, at $100 an hour. Well, they should pay for that. See how we go again? See how we go again? Isn't that something? We finally got to the point where we are succumbing to it and just taking the beating. Take it and take it and take it. Eventually, guess what? If you're an adult, guess what? I ain't taking this anymore. I'm doing something about it. Now, we talk about double-digit recruiting. Translation, double-digit recruit. As an RVP, you make $120,000 a year by getting what? 2 people and driving it down 4 each. Make 120. I just told you how to make $120,000 a year. Are you making $120,000 at your job? Any chance of it? I just told you how to do it. Double digit. So if you're willing to do it part-time, imagine what you can do full-time. We are a money-making machine. We got money coming out of our ears looking for people who want to make money. So basically, here's how you recruit. You want to make more money? Want to make more money? Want to make more money? What doing what? You disqualified. Well, what doing what? You're disqualified. Because why? You understand, I got to a point in my life, I was so humiliated financially, telling my wife no, telling my wife we can't afford it, she's got to cut back, seeing her go to a job that she hated, because I couldn't make it any better. Do you have a child? The founder of our business, wife said, you're only as happy as your unhappiest child. Don't you hate it when you have a child that's sick and you can't fix it? And it just drives you nuts. I hate it when my children are sick. Hate it. Now I got 10 grandkids and someone's always sick. The point is, my heart breaks. Carol and I went to shopping the other day, and grocery shopping, and she's never done this before. And I kind of pulling things out and going through the ding, 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 right? She said, you know what the cost of this is? I didn't know. I don't know what the cost of anything is. She was apparently, because she said, these are outrageous prices for hamburgers, for chicken. And you know, we both looked at each other and said, how do people do it? You know what the answer is? Miserable. They're miserable. The pain. Oh my gosh, look how expensive that is. It can only get better or worse. Worse. Do you think now it's bad? Wait till next January. Inflation is going to go up 8, 9, 10%, which means all the costs of things are going to go up 8, 9, 10%. And either you charge it, get into debt, now you're paying interest. Using the credit card at 22% interest. Because you can't, because there's no more money coming in. So the first person you got to heal is not your next door neighbor. Yourself. I came in, I'm making money. I'm going to make so much money. My first 6 weeks made $4,000. My first 6 months I made $17,000. Doing what? What James told me to do. Now he wasn't in business yet, but we gave him the checklist, right? And we've been telling people that same checklist for years. James and I were where you are. And one day, if you follow the checklist, you will one day be. You probably heard this old story about, floods coming like in New Orleans, right? And the floods coming there, warning everybody. And this one guy stuck in a house, and he's on his porch, and they send a boat to him. He said, no, Lord will take care of me. You probably heard this story, right? And then it's getting worse. So he gets up to the first layer. They send a motorboat. No, Lord will take care of me. Finally get to the top of the house. They send a helicopter. What's he saying? Lord will take care of me. He dies. He goes to heaven. He's mad. Why didn't you take care of me? I said, boat. I said, another boat. I said, a helicopter. Folks, can I get serious with you for about 30 seconds? Dead ass serious with you. Dead ass serious with you. Deadly serious with you. We're your helicopter. This is it. We came to rescue you, but you gotta want to be rescued. No one else is coming to your rescue. Now it's your turn. And how do you make the kind of money we're talking about? Go out and rescue other people. Thank you very much.
Bill Brinker, give it up for Bill. We're gonna begin to wrap up. All of our graduates, you got a lunch date with Coach Bill and I. So we're gonna ask that you get back there with LaTanya and get out of your cafeteria. Oh, she wants to get a group picture real fast. So come up here and do that. So, while she's doing that, while they're doing that, y'all getting on the stage or whatever. Aurelia, what'd you take away from Coach Bill?
Yeah.
Go ahead. I mean, they ain't in Cameron Gown, but if they want to get a picture, they can. And they'll be Cameron Gown at the next.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, Aurelia.
My takeaway, man, in order for us to have financial.
Calm down a little bit, everybody quiet down a little bit.
Financial freedom, you know, we're in a people business. We gotta help others, we bring a lot of value, and Coach, you know, saying, like, look, they're already telling us what to do, we need to go and do it, and a lot of us are not willing to do that, so again, we have to come to these meetings to get realignment and remind us, I want that life, and we have to do the work. That's it. And so again, he's just reminding us to go and go talk to a lot of people, and just, I'm tired of being broke. Are you? So I need to go change my life. So that's what I got out of it.
Parditra?
Go to work and save your families, because this is the vehicle, this is the greatest opportunity. Understand, stay plugged in, be here, be in the room, go to big events. Build your tribe, that's what you're doing, you're building your tribe. I don't know why people are not understanding that. You are building the people, you are building a team where you want to work with these people, and these people are your close people, close friends, families. Get out there and make it happen, so you can win for your family.
Great job, Parditra. Let's do one more. Jose.
Let
Let me say this real quick. Graduates, your meal is already waiting for you over at Sawgrass, so go ahead and excuse yourselves. We'll get you out of here, let you get out of here first. Sam and Mario over there, there's a private room that they got set up just for you. Go ahead.
One of the things that we've been, I've been hearing over and over is that we need to be good with people, you know, not just as far as leadership, but understand and be good at moving people, you know, attract people, recruit people, because that's how business is. We've been, you know, talking about that a lot for the last few years, and that's what I've been listening to. I need to move towards that.
Lisa.
Yeah, or nobody's coming to save you. You have to save yourself before you can save others. Plug in.
All right, awesome. Help me thank Tony, Don, Tanya, this concludes our first graduation of 2024. Next one, you'll get the dates at the end of this quarter. So we need more people graduating. How many of y'all want to promote some districts this quarter? Get big, go home May 3rd through May 5th. Make sure you get registered. Recognition cutoff date is April 28th. So a week from tomorrow is the cutoff period. So if you go on VIP getting in the huddle, get your recruits in before then. But thank you. God bless you, man. Let's see you at the top. Let's go kick some butt.
Recording. Miss your wife and your family, but glad to see you.